Hey, welcome to Table Moments Live. I should have probably hit local recording. I feel like I have so many gems in these live streams, but they're just so long. So you see them recorded on YouTube, but no one's going to go through it to find the gems. It'd be cool to be big enough one day that there's like an army of editors, or you guys can make money off of clipping up this stream, just like the Twitch guys and whatever. But we'll see. Maybe I don't know. I feel like I have so many. Whatever. Those of you, a lot of you are new here from YouTube. Welcome to Table Moments, the Homies podcast. We talk about anything and everything, but no politics. No politics. I posted a video I think last week, where I explained why the no politics rule. But it's also a restraint on myself because it's so easy to get political on stuff. And I know a lot of you guys are new on YouTube. Thanks for hitting that sub button. But hopefully this live stream can help you reconsider that subscription. We're just looking for the right people and the right energy here. And if you're not a fit for it, that's fine. If this is too emotionally triggering, that's also fine too. And please exit stage left. I'm different. I'm different from all the creators out here. You'll get to learn soon enough. I've even decided like the way I'm going to monetize this is going to be different than most. I actually sell products. I make these minimalist wallets. I made one for myself. I posted a updated video this week, but I've been selling this to people, not necessarily to you guys who watch me. It's literally to older men on Facebook who don't even consume the content. I think it's so cool that I'm actually sustained by people who don't even watch the content. So I think that's really cool. It gives sort of like resilience to this whole thing, so I can be free and say what I want because I don't have to worry about like being canceled or whatever. So, although I am trying to get canceled, also a running joke on this podcast. But yeah, a lot of you guys hit that sub button on YouTube, and I appreciate it. It's cool seeing the number go up, but I just don't get it. Like, that's the nature of this social media stuff with like media and code. Like, it's the only like Naval Ravikant and Alex Hormozi talk about this. They talk about leverage, and I'm pretty sure Alex gets his ideas about leverage from Naval. And what he explains is there's 4 forms of leverage. There's labor, capital, media, and code. Labor and capital are permission-based leverage. So labor, oh my God, Apple, I swear to God. Labor is people, getting people to follow you or work with you or work for you. And that requires people to come along with you. I don't care for that. I don't care to manage people. Capital leverage is money. People giving you money or you having a lot of money and putting it to work, which, I mean, you either have to have a lot of money or people have to trust you with their money. Again, those are permission-based. One, you have to earn the money or people have to give it to you. And then the other 2 forms of leverage are media and code. And that's where I live. Yo, what's up, dude? What's up, man? You're new here, huh? Yeah. So, what I'm focusing on with this podcast and even the tools and things I build, are media and code. So media is just internet stuff, making content, putting it out there, building an audience and relationship with people at scale. You don't need permission because of the internet. Anyone can do this. And then code is software. So you can build a piece of software, and if people use it and they like it and they find it useful, then you can actually grow and turn it into a sustainable living and everything. And again, you don't need permission because the internet, it's a beautiful thing. And you don't even have the limitations of like the physical space where there are limitations in like capital machines that you can use and stuff like that. It's literally just a computer, which everyone has access to. I mean, we even have our smartphones. You could code on your smartphone if you really wanted to, but I don't recommend it. But yeah, those are the realms I focus on. So that's why I make content. It's pretty cool. I know a lot of you guys are new here from YouTube. My name is Ayman. I'm the host of the Table Moments podcast. This originally started off as a siblings podcast, and so you can see some of the older videos, but now it's expanded to like my musings, man. Whatever I'm interested in making, I just make. And I kind of want to do things that like stimulate my mind and maybe even yours too. So like the video you probably came from was the $2 bill video where I was explaining like that it's still real, it exists, but then also really considering what it means, what a $2 bill actually represents, and it's just pieces of paper. And honestly, I tell people this all the time. They never believe me. I don't care about money. I mean, I get it. Everyone's got to eat. You got to put a roof over your head. You got to put food on the table. You got to pay for whatever expenses you have to come up with or you owe. But then outside of that, man, like none of it matters. Like if you read the book of Ecclesiastes, you'll realize like even King Solomon was unsatisfied in the end, and it's just like none of this matters. And so I'd rather work on interesting stuff, and I would like to share it with you guys. And yeah, maybe if we can turn it into a sustainable thing, and maybe even give you guys a piece of it. If you watch one of the older After Moment episodes on the channel, I talk with my brother. I told him like, what if we got big enough that we can build like businesses and then we give pieces of that business away to you guys? That was a crazy idea I came up with, and I might be able to pull it off actually. It would be so cool. It'd be so cool. But those are future goals. Future goals. Right now, it's just like growing the audience and turning this product design into a sustainable business. Which, again, you guys aren't buying this. It's a minimalist wallet, front pocket wallet. You can keep it in your back pocket. Apparently, it's great for people who have sciatica. So, I don't have to explain it. But if you have it, you know it. And it turns out older men prefer this type or form factor wallet. They don't watch the content, but they buy the product. So that's the direction I'm going in, and I'm sharing all the game I'm learning doing this whole e-commerce thing. So maybe you guys can do it too. I know a lot of people, especially the younger guys, want to get into quick money, fast money. And one of the first things people ever get into is Shopify dropshipping. And I'm realizing like the biggest flaw with dropshipping is that there's too much competition. You're not building anything unique. You don't have an audience, so you can reduce your customer acquisition costs. It literally is cutthroat competition, which is why the margins end up going to zero, which is why most of the people, probably 90 to 95% of people who get into dropshipping end up losing money and they don't become successful at it. And the key to doing e-commerce is uniqueness. You have to be differentiated in the market. And then also like understanding your finances and how you're going to get customers, and being unique helps with that. And so I've gotten actually to a point where I've been selling these minimalist wallets that I actually make myself. I figured out the whole manufacturing process. I don't need to go to China to make these. And in fact, it's actually better that I make it myself because I can pass off the savings to you guys. And so it's been really cool. It's been really cool. Actually been somewhat successful at it. Like over $1,000. I haven't been pushing ads as much as I should, but been figuring out the manufacturing, but it's been working. And then now people are making repeat purchases, which is literally the key. That's the unlock for this e-commerce stuff. When people make repeat purchases, or even better, which is also happening, when people tell each other about it. And so your customer acquisition costs go to zero because it's word of mouth. It's a beautiful thing when you get it. So actually pulling it off in real time is pretty cool. And it's funding the podcast, so I think that's cool too. I have a few topics for today. Let's see. I can give you guys updates on the wallets if you guys want to know a little bit about e-commerce. Apple. Testing videos, tracking barcodes. So I'm actually working on some software right now to be able to track these packages. A sticker wallet. So I'm going to bring back this design, the clear wallet, where you can sticker bomb it. And I have some video ideas. It might involve some first-person view content, but we'll see. And then also RFID business cards. So also including this as a possible product to add to the Shopify. New podcast episode was published with Taylor Ayers. We talk about finance for creatives, the truth about entrepreneurship, being on social media, and some of the dealing with haters and stuff like that. And then also we talk about Japanese denim and like tubular tees from Japan, I think. I don't know. He's really into that stuff, and it's a really cool episode. Check it out. It's episode 135, I believe. Also, we can talk about going viral on YouTube. Turns out YouTube Shorts are a way to build an audience. I had no clue. This whole time I've just been posting primarily for TikTok and for Instagram. And then I had this one video, the $2 bill video. That's the one that just went stupid viral. Not only on YouTube, which it's crazy that it's over 3 million views on YouTube, but it has over 7 million views on TikTok, over 1 million views on Instagram. Somehow this is the one piece of content that actually performs on multiple platforms. And I've only ever done it one other time with Facebook and TikTok. So it's a rare thing. It's a rare thing, but somehow managed to do it with this. And yeah, it's growing the audience. It's crazy. And then lastly, my last topic for this stream is I posted a video about being American. I wanted to make a wholesome video explaining like the differences, the things my dad has gone through to come to America versus being born in America. And in that video, I say, I look black, but I'm not. Hoping people could understand what I meant, thinking that, yes, I look black. To people who aren't black or African, like I look like a black American, although black Americans can tell that there's a little extra in me. And so I was communicating, if you know, you know. And so, but I don't know, people got really triggered by that. So I'm thinking I might have to do a whole video on like, what does it mean to be black versus African? Because there's this whole thing in the African community. They don't really like being called black, but black people are very inclusive and they like to include everyone of dark skin from that country of origin as black. And so there's this like discrepancy in both communities. As far as I'm concerned, I don't care. I don't care. Like, it doesn't matter. But hey, to a lot of people it does, and it kind of blows my mind a little bit. But yeah, those are the main topics I have. Yeah, and thank you if you're new here. My name is Ayman. I usually live stream on YouTube and Twitch. Enjoy the replay. I'm gonna add the TikTok guys as well, like in a bit. But yeah, I don't think I have anything else more to say. I'm just gonna add the TikTok people. They're usually very lively. And then if you guys have any comments or have any questions for me, this is the AMA. Ask me anything. I know a lot of you guys are new here. You want to figure out what I'm about and see if this is even a home for you. Because like, I posted a video even on Instagram last week, I think, where I explained like, you know, if you don't like the energy I'm bringing here, this probably ain't this place for you. Like, I'm gonna push. And if you're not comfortable with that, then this ain't the place for you. And it's okay. I'm sure there are plenty of other people. Go watch a Kai Cenat stream or something. Like, here we push a little. We push. So yeah, let's have these people on live. Hello. Welcome everyone. I have the phone on the side here, if you guys can't tell. I don't have a stream key for TikTok yet, but eventually it'd be cool. I'm also considering purchasing one of those Meta glasses, the one with the cameras in them, so I can do live streams, vertical live streams, or even just record stuff while I build. I think that'd be pretty cool. Hey, Nicole, how's it going? C Team, hey, Quez, what's up? Marty Mar, hey, how's it going? Thanks for the likes, Nicole. My name is Ayman. I'm host of the Table Moments podcast. This is where you are right now. We talk about anything and everything. I'm not like the other live streamers here, okay? We're not going to debate stuff, pretending like we're trying to convince other people of other things, you know? That's never the case, even when they do the live stream. I don't know. Just a lot of lazy content creators out here these days, and I don't care to be one of them. I have a few topics prepared, but feel free to ask questions, though. Yeah, like a lot of people it's funny, like all the audiences are different. Going viral on each platform. If you guys have questions about going viral on a platform, let me know. Like I recently just went viral on YouTube, but I mean, it's not as big a deal because I've gotten that experience on TikTok and Instagram, but YouTube's weird because I don't know. I can't tell. I think the YouTube audience is more aggressive when it comes to negativity. The haters are stronger there for sure, But I mean, I have so much practice on TikTok, it doesn't even faze me. Instagram, they're more emotional for obvious reasons. So they got really triggered when I made this video and I opened up with the I look black, but I'm not. And people took it the wrong way. It was supposed to be a wholesome video, but you know, whatever. That's the one thing I noticed. Instagram, they will hear what they want to hear and see what they want to see. YouTube is aggressive, and TikTok, it's a mixed bag. You guys are all over the place when it comes to like comments and stuff. Although I've gotten a chance to connect with a lot of people on TikTok, so that's been great. Nunya, thanks for the likes, man. Thanks for the likes. Muchi, how's it going? I have a few topics prepared, but really this is just a free-form conversation. Imagine like you're hanging out with friends where you guys are just hanging out after like grabbing some Taco Bell or coming home after a night of partying or whatever, and you guys are just chilling. And then you guys just talk about anything and everything. It can be funny, it can be philosophical, it can be crazy, it can be like whatever. And you guys can disagree, and it doesn't matter because it's an open space, a space where everyone trusts each other. And so that's essentially what these conversations are like. And this is how the podcast actually is too. And so if you end up liking this live stream, you might even like the podcast too. But yeah, I'll take questions. And if you guys don't have any, I could just riff on the topics I have prepared. Recently released the episode with Taylor Ayers, and we talk about finance for creatives. Tax season's coming up. So if you're a content creator or an artist or you work in the creative space, consider reaching out to Taylor Ayers. He and his dad are basically put together this financial firm to address issues that you deal with. So if you need to file your taxes and financial planning and stuff, definitely reach out to him. He's on TikTok. He's also on Instagram. And we talk about some of the issues. He was a creative. He is a creative too. So yeah, he gets it. Hey, Taylor, what's up? Nothing much, man. We're just doing a live stream. It's usually chill. These live streams are very chill. So they're obviously, you know what? I've noticed like my demeanor and personality are kind of different on live stream than they are in the videos. And I edit the videos, at least I used to edit them to be really punchy and aggressive. And even I had that sort of energy. But on the live streams, I come off as like a very mellow dude. And I think it's like incongruous and people don't expect it. And they're like, yo, I remember even meeting someone who from TikTok, we met in person after Afrotech. And he was like, yeah, you don't seem like the person you come off on your videos. Thoughts on P. Diddy? I don't have any thoughts on P. Diddy. No, I haven't watched the documentary everyone watched, but I do have thoughts on documentaries though. If you watch a documentary and you think you're being educated, that is a wrong assumption. No, documentaries are movies, okay? They are fiction. Because the directors, I know, I mean, I've never directed a documentary, but I know enough about video editing and I've made content to know that I can make anything sound like anything. So, you know, be careful what you believe. Hi, I'm new here. Hope everyone has a good day. Same to you, Mustafa. I saw your sheet of money vid. Yeah, what'd you think of it? Me too. Yeah. No thoughts on P. Diddy though. I mean, like, I don't know. Like, do you have thoughts? Like, I don't hey, can I ask you a question? Yeah, go for it, dude. I try to respond to every comment because, you know, it's still a small group. So yeah, feel free to put in comments in the chat. But yeah, no thoughts on P. Diddy. You know, it's funny because like there was also, remember a few years back when the Michael Jackson documentaries came out and everyone felt some type of way about one of them. And then there was a competing documentary that showed the other side. And then just based on which one you watched, you would believe one thing or another thing. And so you realize like these documentaries are not, their mission isn't to tell the truth. Their mission is to sell a narrative. And so, I don't know. I wouldn't trust anything that you see as a documentary. Documentaries aren't intended to be truthful. They're intended to be entertaining. And so, and even I know the claims in there might seem very extreme. But then like one of the claims they made against Michael Jackson was like, with children, he would invite him over to his place. He would invite him to his bedroom until you realize his bedroom is a 2-story house. Literally, his private bedroom, because he lived in a mansion, was had 2 floors to it. And so it's like there's so much, whatever. There's all these little details that are always like missing when documentaries have an objective. You deserve more subs. I don't know. I let people decide, because that's the thing. I am purpose about the people I'm trying to attract with this. I don't care to like just run the numbers up for no reason, or just to make money or monetize whatever. I care about the people who are a part of this, because like I like having building a community where we can be honest, even disagree with each other strongly about a lot of things, but we know no one's coming from a bad place. And also I like being controversial too. So I know eventually I'm going to get canceled, and all these platforms are going to like disappear on the same day, probably, like they did Stefan Molyneux. But it is what it is. That's the game, bro. That's the game. Question? Yeah, you can ask a question. Is that what you mean by this? Have you ever heard the exclusive audio of Diddy and Meek Mill? No, I haven't. Meek Mill's always been like kind of shady himself, so I don't know. Very controversial? Maybe. P. Diddy is the pause? Okay. I mean, like Gerard Carmichael, Tyler the Creator, like, I don't know. It's just, it is kind of weird that the people who seem to succeed, I don't know. Is there a pattern there? We can't say it though. I don't care. I don't listen to mainstream music, so. Hey, what's up? Come on, man. I can't post it, but I see it, Mustafa. I don't know. I can't tell if you're black or not, so I don't know if it's kosher, but I can't post it on the screen. Because YouTube, this is the thing I hate about these social platforms. Why do I smell like fish? Can you help? It's all under my nails. Smells like snow crab meat juice when I scratch my yeast infections in public. That's funny. I would wager you're a dude too, which is funny because like I've noticed like a lot of younger dudes tend to use profile pictures of women, sexual pictures of women in their profile picture. I'm just like, pause. Like, why? I don't know. Just use like some anime character or whatever. Oh, you're not? Oh, okay, man. Come on, dude. Mustafa? With a name like Mustafa? Mustafa? Is it really Mostafa? Or is it supposed to be a U? I know a lot of U's, not a lot of O's. So yeah, it is what it is. But P. Diddy though. I don't know. See, that's the thing. I'm sure there are other people on TikTok Live who are talking about P. Diddy, but I don't care. And that's the easiest way to actually like grow an audience and get viewers and stuff, is to talk about things that are currently on the zeitgeist, the things that are like commonplace that people are talking about. And I hate it. I don't care to do it because honestly, all this stuff is fake news, by the way. I don't know if you guys know that. Like all this stuff. Pink Taco Lover. Hey, how's it going, man? Oh, it's with a O. Okay. Oh, what's up, man? What's good, bro? Yeah. How you doing? I'm good. How are you, man? I know I haven't replied. Someone reached out to me on Instagram. I haven't replied because I haven't figured out a date for it yet. I have a thing with like messages. I don't like to read them until I can give an answer. So that's why, like, if I haven't replied, that's why. I see the message though. If you had to turn, yeah, dude, I'm not. All right, this is. I wouldn't, but I am curious what you would do. Truck daddy. I am curious. You seem like you would really fall for Ryan Gosling. So yeah, okay. Table moments, he says. That's funny. But I'm good. What's up, G? What's good, YG? What's good? Nothing much, man. Just doing a live stream. I think I might have to switch it back to Sundays. Like, the reason why I stopped doing the live streams on Sundays was I was fasting. I didn't like the idea of fasting and then through a live stream. I remember fasting during basketball tryouts, and that's awful. But doing a live stream for hours and fasting, I wasn't really messing with that. Hello? Hello, dude. Is that word bad? I'm not gonna post it on. That's the thing. Like this is being streamed directly on YouTube, so that's the problem. Like YouTube is very. I wish I could just post everything. I mean, yeah, you guys are weirdos, whatever. But I get like YouTube. I remember even like if you look in the back here, you see that right there. I can't even show it because YouTube gets sensitive about stuff like that. So this is why I hate, man, this is why I probably have to like stream on every platform separately because if one of them goes down, the other one I can actually do some stuff. Oh my God. Nah, I'm not. Okay. Is that, it's a wooden thing. It's wooden though. It's wooden. It's a toy. Not that kind of toy, bruh. But yeah, I can't even post it. But yeah, yeah. I can't even show it because I literally because I showed it off on a live stream, it got the stream flagged, and then I had to appeal it on YouTube. Yeah, it's right there, dude, right there. If you can see it, so I can't show it. I can't show it. I think it's pretty cool. I even have another one, AK version that's like over there. It's over there. I can't show it. Uh, Nothing really. I have a screwdriver. It's nothing really. Yeah, that thing. It is fun. I mean, it's cool to just have on the wall. The way I see it is like it's cool wall art, and yeah, I got that one as a gift, and then I got the other one as product promotion, which is pretty cool. But I can't show it off. I can't show it off. And I get, here's the thing, like the manufacturers of these toys, they can't show it on social media and they know they can't, even though all of you would be, if you care to build them. Where do you get them? Okay, I'll put them. It's funny. The name of it's pretty funny. Let's see. I'll put it in the link in the chat. Special Forces series. I'll put the whole series and you can just check it out yourselves. That's what trick. And then the AK version is Rocker AK. Let's see. Come on, update. Cool. And this is the Rocker. All right, bro, I need explanations. I'm so confused. I'm confused too, bro. You can show the sheet of money? Yeah, I can actually, if you'd like to see it. You think it's fake? Do you think it's fake? It's just sitting here, bro. The funny thing is, I had actually ordered this like 2 months ago. It's been sitting on my desk until I made that video. But yeah, it's the sheet. $2 bills. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. This is $32. It's crazy. Is that better? Wait, let me. Pretty cool. So. And but I was thinking about getting the $100 version of this, and then like I don't know what I would do with it. Let's see. Do you want them banned in the U.S. or gun laws tightened? Nope. No. Here's the thing. It's funny because the Second Amendment is so clear on this stuff. That's why it's just like, yeah, that's the $2 bills. Second Amendment's so clear. So all the laws that they try to do to restrict don't even make any sense. And that's why it's just like it needs to be, people have to challenge it. That's the nature of this stuff. I think I might have to make a video about constitutionality and why the Constitution is so important, because it literally governs everything we do and even governs what the government can and can't do. So like all this stuff about laws to restrict these machines or whatever, obviously I'm avoiding saying the word, but they're all based, all the restrictions, all the laws that the government can ever pass have to be based or at least sourced from the Constitution. And so that's why it's so stupid when people talk about, oh, we need to pass laws to, it's like, you can't, Second Amendment's right there. unless you're willing to amend the Constitution, it's so dumb. It's just a dumb conversation. Although they try to, but obviously they get overturned for good reason because you can't justify it. This is also the reason why I'm also thinking about this one. The FDA. People think, like the Food and Drug Administration, people think they approve drugs for consumption. No, the FDA approves drugs for marketing. Marketing, and it's a subtle distinction, but it matters because because the FDA derives their power as a regulatory agency from the Constitution, which comes from the Commerce Clause specifically, the ability to buy and sell and regulate that. And so, like, the FDA doesn't actually like regulate consumption; they regulate marketing, the selling. And so, like, you can make a drug and give it away, and they can't say anything. And so, I thought that might be a cool thing to do one day. Uh, they should at least have psych tests to own and permits and training. I don't think 18-year-olds need an AK. I mean, they already have background checks on all of them for any. Here's the thing: the way they regulate it is through commerce. So you can't just buy one of these. You have to go get a background. You have to go through a background screening to even purchase it. You can even make the purchase online, but it has to be shipped to a licensed dealer who does the background check on you, and it goes through the FBI or whatever. Like, this is standard. It's always been. So it's not as easy as you think it is to even get it in the first place, and they regulate it through commerce, not necessarily. Please answer questions about what I can't even say that word because it's gonna get the thing banned, bro. I found your review on the website. Yeah, I know. I sent it to them. I sent it. Because people get mad when I say the word. Okay. Your trolling isn't as good as Pink Taco and what's his name? Truck Daddy. I think, fellas, I think I found you guys another recruit. Mustafa. You should go to the Twitch stream and check out the boys there. They have a screening process. You seem like you might be a good fit for them. But yeah, as far as like, I'm thinking about making a video talking about how the pharmaceutical industry is largely governed by the FDA and their marketing rules. And also there's even like really interesting, I don't know if I'm going to be able to like simplify the explanation of what's going on with like off-label use of medication. But I have this video idea that everyone knows the EpiPens, right? Everyone knows like the drama that came with it, and they're like super expensive. And it turns out, I was like thinking like, what if someone just made a 3D model of the EpiPen, or at least an open source version of it, and then you could just 3D print it, right? Turns out you don't even need to do that. Someone was able to take off the shelf parts, medical devices, and make one. It's specifically used for the diabetics industry, but it works for epinephrine too. And so I actually bought the dispenser, and I think I want to make a video about that, talking about how to build your own EpiPen. And then I was going to make the whole theme of the video off-label use of medication and how common it is. I used to work in the pharmaceutical industry, and yeah, I know a little bit about that. And it's really, really interesting. My guy, what do you do for a living? I sell stuff, e-commerce. I do e-commerce, I guess. I'm pretty new to it. And then I haven't successfully sold any software, but I build software for myself. So if I ever decided I needed to sell it, I guess I could. But I guess I do e-commerce at this point. It's hard to describe what I do, but for a living, I make money however I want. And it's the key word in there is want, because yeah. What did you do before that? I used to work as a continuous improvement engineer. Essentially, if you know about Lean and Six Sigma, the Toyota way and stuff like that, I did that for a pharmaceutical company. And before that, I did it for a nuclear laboratory. And then before that, I was a mechanical engineer by training, and I was working as a mechanical design engineer. I've made some career changes. Now I do content, and I just work on whatever projects I want and see if I can make a living off of it. And I make money, so I'm cool with that. Let's see, comments on YouTube. Let's see, is Ayman your actual name? It's my nickname. It's not my actual name, but it's my nickname. Everyone who knows me, I grew up, everyone called me Ayman, and it's the name I go by on social media. I'm not trying to pull a Myron where it's like a different name. It's like, no, that's literally what people call me. So that's the name I go with. I glued my finger to my, okay, how do I get it unstuck? Pull really hard. Okay, I don't have a Twitter. Second off, I'm so confused right now. Sure, I'll get in, but I really think I'll succeed. Yeah, the guys, I think they make you do a bunch of weird stuff and they have some like weird tendencies, but I think you'll be fine. Oh well, I think I found it. Your name? Yeah, it's okay. Like I don't care. It's not like a secret. It's just what I go by. What did you do before? Why did you quit the 9 to 5 if you're not selling now? I am selling now, but I just didn't care to do the 9 to 5 anymore. It was like a soul crushing experience. That was the problem with it. I mean, I made good money. Like I can't complain about the work life balance. It was startup vibes at a pharmaceutical company. They have so much money and they can pay people well. The bonuses are great, and I worked with a cool team where I actually got variety in the job on a day to day basis because my specialty was like helping different departments and groups be more efficient in what they do. Lean and Six Sigma. This is like efficient production in manufacturing and operations. And so like my every day was a different thing, and I got to work with all parts of the business. So I got to see the inner workings of a $1 billion company in all these different places. So I got a chance to work with manufacturing, accounting, operations, even the warehouse and everything. It's like all parts. And yet, despite all that, I felt unfulfilled. And so I just left. Like a process, kind of like a process engineer, except not as specific. Um, yeah. And mostly in like operations or like I don't know if that's a good description, but yeah, that's good enough. That's a good description. Does your girlfriend wear the pants in your relationship? No. I don't know. That's a weird. What does that mean? Like, does she wear the pants? She wears sweatpants. I wear pants, and she doesn't like that I wear. No, she's fine with me wearing the pants. Does she spank you? No. Hi, Sigma. What? I don't know what you're saying, Mustafa. But yeah. So despite the money, and here's the thing, I even got to the point where I was actually working from home because of COVID. They sent everyone home. And so the job was really cushy. It paid well and it was awesome. But even then, it was a soul crushing experience. Just under six figures. So I was probably going to break it the next year, but I didn't care about the money. I only, here's the funny thing. I went from a cushy job to that job, and that job ended up being like having all these perks. And then I realized like, oh, I'm so unfulfilled here. And the funny thing is like people care too much about the six figures. It's about where you live making the money that you make. That's the difference. It's like I think over 50% of my take home pay went into savings because like I had a 1 bedroom apartment. Like I owned my own car. I don't I don't have any debts to service. So literally I was saving all that money. It was crazy in upstate New York, where cost of living is actually far more affordable than a lot of major cities. So you don't need to make six figures. Like the money, the figures don't matter. It's not how much money you make, it's about how much money you keep. So I would wager if you made six figures in like Miami, New York, in San Francisco, it's probably a lower lifestyle than if you made even like 75,000 at in like any small to medium sized town, like upstate New York. So like Albany, Schenectady, Troy area. Um, I'm also 13. Okay, that makes sense. Do you need to be older to get in the job? You need experience. I think you kind of need. I think in the U.S. you have to be at least 16 to be permitted to work because child labor laws and stuff. But yeah, I mean, That six figure stuff is also only with the US because Canada inflation is nuts. Yeah. Inflation also plays a factor in all this, but like, yeah, where you live probably has the biggest influence on your lifestyle than how much money you make. Because, like, if all your money is going into just living, then you're living paycheck to paycheck. So I never had that issue. If someone offered you any amount of cash to retire, how much would it be? I am retired, bro. I am retired. Like, that's the funny thing. I told myself in my early to mid 20s that by the time I'm like in my early 30s, I'd want to retire. Not necessarily mean not working, it means working on what I want. And that's what I get to do. Every day I get to work on what I want. Some days I don't feel like working and I just don't. Some days I don't feel like doing editing a video or whatever. I just sell stuff and it's pretty cool because people love it. And so it's just a matter of scaling right now. I haven't quite nailed the manufacturing process for this product yet, but once I do, then I can scale the ads and then it would be basically printing as much money as I need. It's not about the money for me. It's just about the invention. I like the manufacturing part. So what? 13% tax over here? In what state? Minimum wage in Canada is raising to 17.20. Okay. Six figures, are you kidding me? What, do you have to be older to make six figures? No. I mean, if you start an e-commerce store, you could start a business and make six figures. Like, I'm not saying it's easy. That's the thing, it's not easy. Not state province, yeah. So as far as like offering enough cash to retire, I am retired, bro. Like, I have so many skills from doing all this stuff. Like, if I wanted, people would, if I really needed a job to like make money, I could, and I think they would pay me a lot because I've actually learned a bunch of stuff doing this social media and software stuff on the side. So it's not about how much money you make. It's not even about how much money you make now. It's about how much skills you have that can make you money. And then that gives you a level of freedom that you don't even worry about the dollar figure in the bank account because it's like you can always figure out a way to make money because you have so many skills. Like I've done content. I know how to get some attention. Now I'm experimenting with e-commerce and making content for that, which is a different beast, by the way. So I'm getting to learn all that, but then also making sales and learning operations. I'm learning how to add tracking numbers to these low-priced products through USPS tracking, so I don't have to actually pay extra for it, which could be a software product in itself. But I'm using it for me, and I can offer the savings to customers. And the people who've actually received it are like delighted and surprised and happy about the product. And I'm just like, yo, when you build something people really want, it's kind of cool. It's kind of cool. And I know a lot of people want the easy money. Everyone wants the easy money. I'm just like, easy money is boring. Like, go do real estate, fine. You own a bunch of property. Who cares? It's so boring. Like, I don't know. Maybe I'm just different like that. I don't know. It took me 2 years to make money from my first business. Yeah, I don't think people understand. Like, it's a lot of grinding before you make money. And here's the thing. Business works that way. Media works that way too. It's like the YouTube just went stupid viral within the last week. Went from about 500 subscribers to over 7,000 literally in the last week off of one video. And that can happen in business, especially in software, which I know startup bro, you probably know that once you get product market fit, but like media works the same way too. But let's say you don't work. How much do people need to just quit and not worry about money for 10 years? That depends on your expenses. Depends where you live. So like, just do the math. How much does it cost for you to live per month? Probably double it just for safety. And then that's how much you need to have for multiply by 12, multiply by 10. That's how much money you need to have. Now, obviously you might want to factor inflation, but that's what the doubling's for. And that's how much you need. Easy. Do you do crypto? I don't. Let's see. They called provinces over here. Oh, yeah. I'm an Egyptian. That's first off, $6 million is so much compared to Egypt because $1 from the US is like 40 in my currency. Yeah, exchange rates. But here's the thing, like a Burger King or like a Big Mac still costs the same in terms of like actual monetary value in the US versus Egypt because the cost of the goods are the same. However, for local goods, yes, it does stretch your money out with U.S. currency in places like this where the conversions are much favorable. How do you how do you make easy money, Daddy? I don't know. There's plenty of people on Twitter who can tell you how to do that. I don't know how to do easy money, and I don't care to. So you could imagine. So you can imagine why I would be super surprised. Yeah. Oh, with the $2 bills. Got it. Got it. Yeah, yeah. I'm hoping to blow up on Twitch. I'm 31, still waiting for my big break. I quit my job at McDonald's and started to grind 5 years ago. Okay. And what's the best way to finger? Okay. Uh, yes. He says, bro has been reading Paul Graham. Dude, I've been in that. Like, it's mostly Naval, actually. But yeah, I've read a bunch of the Paul Graham stuff, the Y Combinator stuff. I even went through their startup school stuff that they offered online for free. It's all cool. I just I care to work on interesting stuff, or at least things I find interesting. And I I know this is a weird problem that a lot of people are not going to get, but I've been trying to teach myself how to care about money. I just don't. I just don't. Yes, I can pay my bills, and I live a pretty comfortable life. Like, here's the thing: I understand a lot of people carry a lot of debt, and I think that's like sort of a noose on people's lives. I don't have any. Fortunately, I had a bunch of grants that paid for schooling, and so it's like I don't know. I don't care about money, so it's like if I'm going to work on something, I care to. It has to be interesting and challenging. Otherwise, I'm not interested. Like I don't know. And B2B is the right way, probably the smart way to make money, but B2C is more interesting. It's far more interesting. It's a challenge too. That's why it's like I like brands like and I like weird businesses too. I don't know if you guys have heard of this, but one of them is like Out of Darts. Specifically, they make Nerf accessories, like Nerf guns and everything. And they also make 3D printed Nerf stuff and upgrade kits and stuff like that. Another interesting business is Light My Bricks. So this small business specifically makes lighting kits for Legos. For Legos. If you've ever seen the Lego figurines that where you can build like the pyramids of Giza or Empire State Building or like Batmobile or whatever, this company specifically makes lighting kits for them, and it's a successful business. And I'm just like, those are cool. Those are cool. And yeah, I think it's hilarious too. Hey, Colin, how's it going, man? Um, so yeah, that's what I'm about though. I like interesting stuff. So worst case, if your business fails, you still have to go back to work. So you really retired? Um, Worst case, here's the thing. Worst case, I'd probably just flip cars. Worst case, like I, I'm a gearhead. I don't know. I won't describe myself as a gearhead, but I can fix pretty much anything. So, like, I've done this before. Rebuilt a motorcycle. I'd probably, you guys want a free business idea? Free business idea. If you want to get into logistics, okay. So here's a problem. I've lived on the East Coast. I lived on the West Coast. People on the West Coast really like, there are a bunch of people who like riding motorcycles, okay? And so they put a ton of miles on their motorcycles. People on the East Coast, there are people who love motorcycles too. But if you know, the weather conditions on the East Coast don't allow year-long riding. So actually, I would wager most of the life annually, motorcycles actually spent in storage on the East Coast. So they have far lower mileage. So what you could do is the arbitrage. The motorcycles on the East Coast have far less mileage. You ship them to the West Coast and you can sell them at a huge markup because they're low mileage bikes versus the ones that are already on the West Coast. And so then this is just a trucking logistics business. I think you could easily print money. Another thing you could also do is rebuild motorcycles. So you go to like crashtoys.com or like a Copart, which I've done. I've actually bought a, a, a theft vehicle, ZX6R, rebuilt it. And so like I'd probably flip vehicles or run a logistics business or something. I think that would be pretty cool too. Worst case, but I mean, maybe even part of Table Moments, I might just do that as like a video idea. I think that's a cool video idea to do too. B2B is for nerds. Yeah. Consumer is what the cool kids do. Yeah, I agree. Do you have a girlfriend? And I know I asked you if you have a girlfriend. You're being very what? I have a fiance. I have a fiance. Yo, hi, hi, welcome. Thank you. Can they build World Trade Center and two planes? All right, of course. If they can, I will buy it, of course. I'm a young black male that moved from Nigeria and hoping to get my big break in my new country and home. I heard an easy way to make money. Okay, of course. That's the thing with like, I can't even say that stuff, bro. You know I can't say that stuff. But whatever. You guys can enjoy the chat if you like. Like you guys, yo, it was funny. You know these fools here on Twitch and you. I don't know if it was no. You guys were beefing with Jaden, huh? In the Discord, my friend who's been on the podcast where we recorded. Apparently, he's still connected to the Discord. He just hit me up out of the blue. He'd be like, "Bro, what's going on?" He's like, "Yo, who's sending all these memes and stuff like that?" I'm just like, "Yo, it's a bunch of young kids just like thinking, just clapping back at each other. It's so weird." Who was the guy sending him to Twitch? Yeah, it was me. It was me. Bro, you made my day. I'm so happy right now. Thank you. I don't know what I did. That was your friend? No, 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 no. My friend was just getting the notifications from Discord, wondering like why people are saying all this weird stuff. He didn't reply to any of you guys. He's an older dude. Of course he wouldn't. But no, I don't have a girlfriend. I have a fiance. But yeah. But yeah, I don't know, man. It's like I think people care way too much about money. Way too much. It's just like I get it, but like up to a point, it just doesn't even make any sense anymore. And then you start realizing like people who have a lot of it, like you're not. I remember I was a weird kid. I used to watch 2020, yes, with Barbara Walters and John Stossel. If you know, you know. And they had a segment where they were talking about lifestyle, how much money you actually have to make to actually be happy. And it turns out there's a cap, there's a limit to the amount of money you can have and increase your happiness up to a point. And then any money over that doesn't really increase your happiness. And sometimes can even, what do they say? More money, more problems. That can happen too. Like you make a lot of money and your friends or your family know about it. See how those relationships change. See, it's not pretty. I don't understand why people, I get it. You need money, but as long as it'll be nice to get most people to the point where you can shelter yourselves comfortably. You can put food on the table. Medical expenses are basically taken care of. And now you're free to pursue whatever you feel like you're meant to do. We get to that point, then people are just going to be mad about having more than another person. And I don't care to solve that problem. But yeah. Hey, did you know when 22 billion years, it'll be the end of the whole entire solar system in existence? Okay. You should do a hot tub stream in $2 bills. Oh, so like, who's that cartoon character that dives into like a pile of money? I think that'd be hilarious. I hope that boy was not your friend. See you. Okay. No. Okay. Yeah. I swear I seen you in, okay. I can't even say any of that stuff. I have Tim Moments, the account has a sizable following on YouTube now, bro. You should go check it over there. Like, there's a lot of people watching, man. Oh, God. I can understand. I have a phobia of riding a motorcycle, so nope, I get it. Yeah, that's the thing. Like, I moved to Texas a few months ago. I would never ride a motorcycle in Texas for sure. People here, rules are just suggestions. Signs don't matter that much. Even when I'm going out for a walk, which I like doing a lot of the time, literally saw someone run a stop sign in broad daylight. It was the weirdest thing I've ever seen. How many people on YouTube? Last time I checked, it was like 7,500. Let's see if it's over 7,800. 7,800. It might cross 10K. It might cross 10K. It's crazy. Crash Toys what? I'll give you the link. Crash Toys. I know that's probably a terrible name for a motorcycle auction. But essentially, yeah, they're like wrecked cars. or motorcycles. They also sell supercars there too. So that's all. Yeah. You better remember us when you're famous. Yeah, I'll remember for sure. I mean, you guys are hard to forget. Are you with the government? I am not. Although I did used to indirectly work for the government. So some people used to call me the ops, but I no longer am. I ended up leaving that cushy job. If you want a cushy job, try to get a government job. Like, you will never be fired. You will never be fired unless you're like do something incredibly egregious. You'll never be fired. It's crazy. Like I was technically a contractor, but it was essentially a government job. So I was in that position for like nearly 4.5 years. And if I'd stayed there any longer, I would have been trapped because it's too cushy. You end up becoming dumber in the role. But for a lot of people, they just want a cushy check and you'll go pursue your things on the side or do your own thing off time. Whatever, that's good for some people, but it wasn't good for me. So I ended up leaving. Uh, it's a person that you lock in a basement and use as a toy. That's what a fiance is. Oh, wow. I never heard that one before. That's crazy, ma'am, yum. I've been fired from all of my jobs. You took crap in the prop toilet at IKEA. IKEA doesn't have prop toilets, bro. That's how I know you've never been to IKEA. IKEA is a great date spot, by the way. I have an old video that I posted on here where I was explaining like you can bring a girl there. It's a free date one, so you don't have to worry about like shelling out money. It's cool because girls like IKEA. Just make sure you don't buy her any furniture at the end of the date. You guys can get some Swedish food or whatever, and then you guys can like understand decor, walk around indoors in case the weather or you live in a place where the winters are really bad. Easy, and it's a free date. And get some coffee or tea. It's like easy date, and you get to see her style or whatever. Because I was really sad, but you made my day because you were talking about things that I like talking about new things and learning new stuff. Oh yeah, I'm all about that. I like building and creating new stuff. My problem is I'm not focused enough to like work on something consistently because I just get bored, and so I go move on to the other thing. What's good? Okay. I like the one with the phone stand. Do you have recommendations for a first timer subscriber? I don't. Sorry. Become Muslim like your parents? I was Muslim. I no longer am. Oh man, this is a spicy topic. I have some really spicy takes on this stuff, but I don't think I'm in a position. I'm still new to the faith. Why did you leave? I don't know. Christ reached out to me and grabbed me. That's what happened. And then I started reading the Bible, started going to church, and I'm like, I don't know if Muslims have ever considered reading the Bible, but maybe. And here's the thing: I get why Muslims hate people who've converted to some other religion. It's because they're like one, the conversion comes at a radical cost to a Muslim, right? Like a Muslim who leaves the faith, you're basically going to lose your entire community and family as part of the process. I might be in a fortunate position where that's probably not going to happen to me, but I don't know. If it does, it does. It is what it is. But because it comes at a heavy price, and yet they still make the decision, now they become like the biggest advocates of their new religion. And so that's why I'm not in a position to be able to speak too much on it yet because I'm still a novice and new to all this stuff. But Christ can grab me. Christ loves you, man. You don't have to say it like that. Would you rather give up your faith? Okay, yeah. I'm not messing with that one. Truck Daddy, you're going a little too far with that one. Let's see. Why did you leave, brother? Did you not read the Quran? I mean, I remember memorizing so much of it. I read verses every now and then. I look them up, but yeah, I think eventually I'm gonna have to like review. Here's the thing: it's gonna be even more disappointing, I think. But yeah, I'll read. That's definitely in the plans to read the Quran while I read the Bible, just because I know as soon as I start reading the Quran, I'm gonna be comparing it, okay, and then I'm gonna be able to find all the flaws with it, and so then now I'm compelled to speak about it, which then I'm gonna piss off a lot of people. I know it. That's in me. That's in me. I have this need to just push people. Like, so as soon as I open up the Quran, man, Muslims, you better be careful being around me because I'm about to pop that bubble. I'm about to pop that bubble. Sorry to say. Can you say I love Cat Island but very excited? Cat Island? I don't know what that is. We don't hate you. Okay. How much do $2 bills cost nowadays? They just cost $2. You can get them. Here's the thing. Let me show you. I actually give $2 bills away with every order of, but you can go to, maybe your bank has it, but $2 bills, $2 bills. I give these away. And you can go, some banks have them, some of them don't. I got a plug, it's called Wells Fargo, and it costs $2 to get a $2 bill. It's just money. And some people actually do interesting stuff with this stuff. They like make bouquets for like graduations or like presents or whatever. Consider that. But you can get, now to get a roll of uncut $2 bills, you're going to pay a premium for that. Basically twice the monetary value for that. You order that from the US Mint. As a verse in the Quran, you believe what you believe in, and I believe what I believe in. Do you feel happier being Christian? It's not about being happier. It's about being more righteous, living a more righteous life, because it's hard. Being a Christian is hard, way harder than being a Muslim, because it's all about what's in your heart, not necessarily what you're displaying, which I know in Islam is supposed to, but then it's just like, it's a different thing because you also have to accept that you'll never be good enough. And that's the whole nature of it. If I were to sell to any buyers because it's not really made anywhere, you're not going to make any money doing that. They still make it, dude. They still make $2 bills. You could find them and maybe you can sell them for like an extra dollar, but I mean, you can get them from a bank. Rise. Okay, Arita. You changed your profile pic? I won't get political. I mean, I don't have any comments to give on the dispute going on in Eritrea and Ethiopia, so I don't know. How does your parents feel about your choice of leaving Islam? I don't know if I've had a deep discussion with them, but they seem fine. Are you associated with gang activity? No. I have to say no because this is being recorded. Can I join? I'm actually streaming on YouTube and Twitch right now, but if I end that, then yeah, I'd totally. Or like once this stream ends, if you want to hop on a call or whatever, we could do a live stream on yours or mine. That's fine too. Let me just catch up with these comments. If I like and man, whatever, follow Jesus, I want, but my dad says I'm too. Here's a funny thing. I even saw like, you know, those Jubilee videos where they do like two conflicting ideas and bring them together of the people. There's a guy who is like that, exactly as you describe it, Truck Daddy. Exactly as you describe it. He's like, and he's a Christian. So the whole point is like, you're supposed to recognize that, whatever. Can you be my sugar daddy? Nope. Can you do a Twitch only stream? I'll do it for you guys. Yeah. I think you guys are not fit for polite society. I will do a Twitch only stream. Just pick a day, guys. Pick a day and I'll come on and do it with you guys. It's just like, I don't know. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'll do a Twitch only stream. It turns out all the audiences are different. Are you? No, I'm not, Callie. I'm not. Sarah DM'd you on IG. Did you see it? Yeah. I replied to her. And I checked the website. Yeah, the donation button doesn't work. It might be because I actually asked her this and I didn't get a reply, but it might be because of the country that it's set up in, because GoFundMe only operates in certain countries. But I never got a reply from that. So if that's the reason, then consider doing Give, Send, Go instead. It's sort of like GoFundMe, except they operate in more countries and they're less restrictive about the kind of things you could do. Essentially, Give, Send, Go was created because GoFundMe is so restrictive. But ask her, yeah. Okay. Twitch only stream with the pod. Ooh, that might be interesting actually. Like incorporate the pod into it. Maybe I might be able to do that. Just if I stream, yeah, I think I could do that actually. Um, hey, how's it going? Hey, why is no one watching you? What do you mean? People are watching me. There's a bunch of people on a handful. I don't get a bunch of lives. No, that's not how it works with me, man. Like I'm an older guy. Do I look like Kai Cenat or who's the guy, the white kid who's popping off right now? Um, they all have like these arcs where they like become hella popular, hella fast, and then they I don't know. It's just weird. Um, why am I whack? Okay. Uh, I don't know. He's a great guy. Okay. Jinxie, there you go. Jinxie's the name. Yes, exactly. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. But like, I think streaming is a young man's game because you can be on there for hours and hours and hours and have no obligations to do any other things. And then they call it a grind, which I mean, you just have to be on a camera and just entertain people. And then what do? They just I don't know what Jinxie does, but at least all the other streamers I noticed, they just watch other people's stuff. And then I'm just like, what? It's not even original content, but whatever. It is what it is. So it is weird. It is weird. Okay, a lot of you guys are so weird on Twitch, man. It's so weird. Uh, I don't know. The funny thing is, like, God forbid a girl enters the chat and you guys get. I don't know. We'll see. No, no, no. I don't even want to think about it. I don't even want to think about it. But yeah. Any other questions, guys? Are you part of the Alphabet Boys? I am not. And I like that you called it the Alphabet Boys because that's how you know you're in the know. That's definitely a Hotep move right there. But no, I'm not part of the Alphabet Boys. I'm very wary of them. That is probably the one reason you can justify, probably the main reason you could justify voting for, what's his name? The JF, the Kennedy guy, because he has a bone to pick with them. That would be hilarious just to watch, just for that. Um, I don't know if she'll come because time zone difference. Oh no, I'm not looking to do like well, I mean, yeah, if I get off this stream eventually. I mean, I've been doing the stream, probably do it for another like 45, 50 minutes. And then if you guys want to do stream later, I'm down. I'm not here to like push political agendas though. Just to be clear, I'm not. Like, I don't know enough and I don't care to like cause division in the world. I'm a good Christian man, you know? Like, uh, LGBTQ. Are you? I don't know what that means. I'm not. I didn't change my profile pic. This account is banned for 7 days. Oh, damn. What did you do? What did you do? That's crazy. Yo, you're spicy on online, aren't you? That's crazy. I've been banned 7 days before. Um, it sucks when it happens. And then when you appeal it, they don't even have anyone to review it anymore. It's all like AI and software that does it. So you're kind of screwed. I know. I know. You're building a wall. Stop. Stop. Yeah, that's hilarious because it's just like, in certain contexts, people are willing to support a wall. And in other contexts, people are like, no, 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 you need to have no walls. And it's just like, man, you realize everyone's so full of crap when it comes to this stuff because they're just doing whatever's in their best interest. I'm not saying that's what you're doing. I honestly don't know enough about building a wall between two African nations, but like when it comes to the stuff in America, it's just like, all right, everyone's pretending because like I think Republicans actually prefer no wall and just pretend that it should be there because they get to enjoy free labor or at least cheap labor. And then Democrats obviously love it because it shifts the populace in their voting patterns. So you realize everyone's just full of crap. Everyone's full of crap. Which is why I have the no politics rule because it's just like, it's all crap. Daddy, 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 daddy. Okay. Tipper. Okay. You guys are so weird. It's fine. Yeah, I'm going to have to do a Twitch only stream one day because you guys are just something else. Maybe I should just do a course for you guys of just like, here's how you here's how you behave around normal people. Or it's just you guys just popping off because you're young guys who honestly, whatever. Apparently, I'm spreading ethnic dominance and hate. I can see that. I can see that. But it's funny because it's like, it's tribal crap. This is the part. I don't know if you guys know. I was also thinking about making a video where I was going to talk about, uh, about tribes. Did you know tribes still exist, like Wakanda? That was the hook for that video. I always think about these like punchy hooks all the time, and that was the one. I think it would be a hilarious video to make. But I feel like it would also be triggering. But it's funny because like I posted that video where I was talking about like I'm American, and the reason why I'm American is because my dad came here and built a life for himself, even though he loves his home. And so the point I was making was like I get to be American because he came. But I say a line in there where I was like, I look black, but I'm not. I was trying to imply that to most people on social media who are mostly Caucasian are not going to see that there's more than just Black American in me. Okay. That was the whole point. And I think a lot of people saw that post and they're like, what do you mean you're not black? You need to fix your glasses, blah, blah, blah. I'm just like, ugh, people don't get it. And the thing is, like, people's like, oh, you should have clarified. It's like, one, it would ruin the flow of the video, so it would ruin the performance of it. Two, like, it's a recommendation engine. These social platforms, the way they operate is like they test your content with small cohorts of people. And the likelihood of those people being mostly white is pretty high in an English-speaking area like the United States. It sucks. The system, because of the way it's designed, naturally favors things that, I hate to say it, appeal to white people. Hate to say it, but it's true, which is why it's hard to be a black content creator. It's not racial reason. It's not racist reasons. It's because of the system and the underlying dynamics of it. It sucks, but it is what it is. And it's funny because like I made a video about it on TikTok where I was explaining that this is likely what's happening. And then someone in the comment section who actually has seen the back end data actually, I don't know, I can't confirm it with them. I think I have to go back and maybe get a chance to interview them. But apparently the data proves this out in an extreme way. And so like if you are a person of color doing social media, man, unless you're beautiful, sucks. It sucks. Or you can just attract a bunch of, I would imagine, white kids on Twitch. You are Eritrean and proud? I'm not proud. Pride is a sin. Come on. Pride is a sin. Why would you be proud about a country of ethnic origins? I'm not proud about that. I like being American, though. Can you do a setup tour? There's nothing to show. It's literally microphone here. Got the camera here for TikTok, and you guys are watching the camera. There's nothing to this, man. There's a light here. There's a light bar behind the camera. Like, there's not much to it. Setup stream. Show us the setup. Yeah. House tour then. Maybe one day. Maybe on the stream I do with you guys. If I stream on my phone, I can actually show you guys that stuff. This is a fixed position with a wire going through it and everything. Like, but yeah, I guess if you're curious. Body tour, that is a negative. That is a negative. But yeah, it's weird. Social media is so weird. I can't say I like it. Ethnic origin is crazy. 921. What's the significance of 921? 921. You know what's funny? A lot of you Twitch guys, I wonder if you guys are going to cringe at the comments you guys have been leaving. I guess Twitch doesn't record them, right? So you're not going to be able to go back to this and be like, but even like some of my older videos, I'm just like, oh, who is your favorite musician? I don't have a favorite musician. I don't. I do like every now and then making my own instrumentals and stuff. Which I think could be really cool for the Inspire Core idea we came up with a few weeks ago. Bro, let me put you on one word beard oil. Is that like that strawberry mint oil stuff that that guy was selling everybody? Do you guys know about this drama on TikTok, man? Like this guy, like balding serum or whatever. Yo, he hustled so many dudes apparently. Hella. I think I might make a whole documentary series, like a mini series or something, or like maybe a vertical format of that whole storyline. Just I was watching a bunch of those videos last night, just like, oh my god, this guy hustled us. This stuff doesn't even work, and everyone bought this. So apparently, balding is a big issue for a lot of men, especially in the black male community. And everyone's trying to save their hairline. A lot of people are going to Turkey to like get their to do a hair transplant, I guess, take the hairs from the back and put it in the front, whatever. But essentially, this guy was basically the foremost expert in this stuff, and he was talking about like, yo, here's what I'm doing to like regrow my hairline, whatever. You have to like, he swear to God, he says this. You got to stroke it 8 ways. All the it's just so weird. And then he ended up releasing a product. He talks about his routine and all the stuff he used, and he also included his product, which is like a strawberry mint balding serum or whatever that he would put on the hairline and then rub it in and then like whatever. He ended up selling a ton of this stuff because over time his hair was growing and people were like, oh my God. Everyone at first called him was like, oh, that's BS, that's BS. This stuff doesn't actually work. It doesn't work. But then eventually, like over a series of videos, people saw his hair start growing and they're like, yo, this stuff actually works. And then he ended up getting a bunch of sales, right? And he was making hella money off this. And then finally, time came for him to go to Turkey to get his hair transplant done, right? And before you can do that, you have to shave all your head off. And then he starts shaving it off, and then people realize like his hairline didn't actually grow back. It was a comb over this whole time. And so like a lot of people were just like hella disappointed, all these reaction videos. It's hilarious. If you guys, just search strawberry mint hair oil on TikTok and just enjoy all the reactions. It's hilarious. 9 ethnicities, 2 regions, 1 country. Okay. Okay. 921. Let's see. You're my favorite musician, Dad. Hey, Daddy. You guys just make new accounts? Is that how that works? Can we hear your music? I could share it with you guys. I haven't figured out how to like, let's see, YouTube, Tefcast. Some of them are good, some of them aren't. It is what it is. I can share the YouTube. I actually started working on like YouTube videos for this stuff. Cause I had this idea, like what if you can use movie scenes that are heavy dialogue to push content. Or maybe I should just share the Instagram with you guys. I haven't worked on the project in a while, but I thought it was pretty cool. I'll put the Instagram here and feel free to check it out. I haven't worked on the project in a long time though. It was just a theory I had. So I found these movie scenes and then I ended up putting overlaying the music on it. So I actually got better as the later posts go on, but enjoy it. Let me know what you guys think. And I think it would be a cool way to promote instrumental music. 2 religions, my bad. Oh, 2 religions. Oh, okay. Are you religious, Arira? Are you? You want to hear the music. You want to hear the music. Okay. Let's see. Bed. Yeah. Oh, you're really sharing it with a bunch of Habesha people, huh? Dang. Man, are you guys gonna be yelling at each other when we're on the stream together? Are you gonna get my live banned? I could see you getting a little hot. I mean, this is the problem with this, like all this drama. It's like, is it moving the ball forward though? That's the thing. Just so we are clear, I want to wall up the country that practice cannibal. Really? I don't know. Is that true? Is that true? No, I'm agnostic. Oh, okay. Okay. That's fine. Look it up. Nah, that can't be it. That can't be it. Ethiopia can. I don't know if I can even say the word. Whoa. Nah, this can't be it. This can't be it. Wait, when was this published, though? Huh. This is. Addresses alleged eating of people among the Mien of southwestern Ethiopia as. Okay, I can't even say the word. I don't think I can say the word. This is why I hate social media, because you gotta like censor yourself. And God, I hate it. I hate it so much. The censorship. Like, I hate that I have to be careful. Ugh. Let's see. We would never. No. Know what? We got to save our people. I have videos. Don't say. I don't want to see the videos. I don't want to see the videos. You guys remember the 2 girls, 1 cup thing? I've never seen it. I've never seen it. I remember I was hanging out with some friends, and everyone else was seeing it too, and they were huddled around the corner and just like, oh. And I was like, nah, I don't need those images in my head. And they were trying to force me to watch this stuff. I was just like, no, banger. No, I don't need to see certain images. Protect your minds, guys. Protect your minds. There's certain things that maybe you just should not expose yourself to. A Harvard-educated Oromo says, Amhara's in the video below. If you don't accept Oromo, we will eat your and drink your and burn your. And yes, it's been seen as he declared, Fano's fighting to stop this. Ugh. God. That's the. Yeah, no. My cousin exactly like y'all too. Really? You haven't seen 1 cup? No, I haven't seen it. I don't care to see it. I don't need to see it. That's disgusting. Like, remember, what was that streaming site that showed all the graphic stuff? It like had a red banner. What was it called? I forget what it was called, but I don't need to see certain things. I don't know why people are fascinated by this stuff. I get it. It's so novel and so foreign to our daily lives, but man, you don't need that stuff in your brain. You don't think that changes you? It changes your perception? Like, be careful, man. Be careful. You might turn. Yeah, I don't know. Like, that's wild, bro. That's wild. Nah, I'm good. I don't need to see any of that. I'm good. But let's talk about something wholesome. Like, I have a few things. Like, we could talk about going viral on YouTube and how the non-linearity of like growing an audience. I know there might be a couple people in here who are interested in building an audience, but how it can work sometimes, like it can accelerate. Now you're just making random Twitch accounts, bro? Come on, man. It's like, isn't that hard to manage though? Like all these accounts that you're just signing up for. If you're making these accounts, you might as well hit the follow button. Just so I can run this number up. That ain't me. Okay. So everyone's just taking the same picture, the same profile picture at the same angle that's identical. Come on, man. Of course. Those my boys? Okay. Yeah, everyone's just using the same thing. Yeah. Which let's see. Let's see Twitch. Who this? Oh, okay. Yeah. As long as you guys are hitting the follow button, I don't care. It's not my fault, Twitch, though. They're not my fake accounts. Wait, is Twitch lit? No, Twitch is juvenile and heterosexual. So if you're cool with that, enjoy. Like, they're all young guys too. So if you enter the chat, these guys are gonna get wild. I would. So, I hate to say it. They're my boys. They're my boys. All right, they're my boys. But You got to be careful around them. Yeah. Oh, you're cool with that? All right. Enjoy Twitch then. That's on you. I warned you. I warned you. Can you speak on there? What do you mean? Like, as far as comments? Yeah, you can say any. These guys are getting away with so much borderline rainbow stuff here. A lot of, yeah, it's a lot of stuff. You need to tell them about Eritrea. Yeah, you guys want to, you pulling some baddies? She's married, guys. She's married. But that's up to you. No, I want to use my voice. What do you mean? Like audio? Is that what you mean? Like you actually want to be able to speak about this stuff on social media? I don't know. I'm willing to burn the Twitch account just to test stuff. So yeah, I'm done with it. Sorry guys. Sorry. But like, if you guys are getting away with all this, maybe I can help. I don't know. Oh, not married. A partner. Never mind. Never mind. Yeah. So we could do. Would you want to come on do a podcast episode? It'll show up on YouTube. It'll show up on. I record the podcast and then I edit it and then I post it. If you have a problem with showing your face, then I'm thinking I might be able to like take the video feed and run it through like a facial recognition AI to actually like animate an animated picture of you or something. But I haven't figured that out yet. But I don't have the same profile picture. I'm new. Yeah. Like you just, all right, whatever, dude. I want to speak and tell them about the grand nation of Eritrea. Do you guys want someone to recruit you to fight on behalf of this small African nation? Where my baddies at? Okay. Yeah. Wait, so what are you gonna go back? Are you gonna actually go back? I know you were thinking last year, but I thought you were sending them this way. I mean, one person might be, yeah, okay. But I don't know, guys. You kind of ruin it for people. Like even people who aren't on Twitch, they hear me reading your comments and they're like, what is going on? So I think I'm just going to have to like, unfortunately, quarantine you guys. Can this new Eritrea get me the baddies? Yeah. Have you looked up pictures of Eritrean women? Look it up. See if you're into that. I know some of you guys might have some preferences. I'm actually looking for a volunteer opportunity. Oh, okay. That would be cool, actually. Yeah. What would you volunteer? Please don't tell me you're going to go to the front lines. Like, you don't need to do that. But maybe medicine. Yeah, you could do medicine. That'd be really cool. That'd be really cool. Is there such a thing as, I guess, Doctors Without Borders? If you could do something like that. You can't quarantine us. Do they have roast beef? Some women do, I guess. I don't know. Yeah. So that's teach or healthcare work. Yeah. It'd be interesting. Or like, remember when you were on the podcast and we were talking about the mail order, the women and setting, what do they call it? Passport bros. Instead, you bring her to you, fellas. That was the idea. We actually talked about this on the podcast. This person is from that area of Africa, and we were talking about like how a lot of people are looking to immigrate to the West, and so this could be a easy, if we set up a system that sort of streamlined, because apparently a lot of them come from like Ukraine or Russia or whatever. What if it can be Africa, you know? And so we can bring you the honeys through some sort of like system or whatever. That was the idea, remember? Okay, this guy has cool topics. Yeah. So, I want to join this. Okay. You want the Discord for initiation? Oh man, are you guys gonna flame war again? I really don't want to have to ban everyone off of there, but like I've invited a few people on there. So if you guys start like, or maybe I should make a special tab for you guys, or someone make a tab if you can. like it's where you guys can like do your stuff, I guess, whatever, and whatever. But yeah, I don't need like random people texting me about like what's going on here, bro. I don't, I don't spend any time there. But yeah, you guys have any questions? Hey, Samantha. Oh God, I wish I didn't say your name. I know these guys get weird. I don't got perms. Do that. Can I work for you? My mom says I need a job. It would be cool to hire some of you guys one day. Let me scale this thing up and, or if you guys want to clip up these clips, if you clip up this stuff, maybe I can pay you on a per clip basis. Let me see. Let me make the revenue for this stuff steady, and then yeah, I'll hire you guys. Okay. God. Yo. All right, guys. What do you? Any questions? I'm answering questions today, or at least right now. I'll make you the next Andrew Tate. I hope not. The guy got arrested. That's the problem. Here's the thing. Like Andrew Tate. Honestly, I don't have any issues with the guy, other than like obviously all the ways he's made money and it's been successful is through vices and sin, which I don't think people care how you make money, which I think is a mistake by people, but a lot of people don't care how they make their money. I do. But as far as like waking people up, I get it. I mean, I even remember February of last year, any mention of the guy got that video banned. Even just mentioning him through like subtly, like using a code name or whatever, got your video banned. TikTok got really sensitive about any content related to the guy. It was crazy. I've never seen someone being systematically banned, even through other people. It was crazy. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. But he is the first and only person to ever take on a social platform and got them to bend the knee, essentially. So that's funny. Once he said he gets mine. Once he said he gets mine 1 hour sleep. I'm not sure what you mean. Am I missing something here? But I don't know. He gets mine's 1 hour sleep. I don't know what that means. Like, but yeah, I don't know. I get it. I get why young guys find that very appealing. I get it. Like, in a world that's constantly telling young guys that you suck, that you have to like submit and do all these things that you know to be BS, then it's like the one guy who comes with a contrarian message obviously is going to be appealing. I like that he's a good starting point for a lot of dudes for switching up their mentality. But if you're stuck at the Andrew Tate level and you haven't graduated past that, then you're kind of losing at life. There's more to it. There's more to it, and that's just the entry. So, negative 1 hour sleep. Okay. I don't think I never heard that one. But yeah, you start off with Tate or like the Fresh and Fit guys, and then you graduate to like the red pill stuff with like Rolo or anyone part of Rule Zero, and then from there you build your own life as you see fit, and then finally you graduate from this stuff and you don't need it anymore, or at least you have your own version that runs your life essentially. But I think a lot of guys don't want to actually do the work of like actually improving their life. I was actually exposed, or the first time I saw the red pill was like on Reddit, weirdly enough, like in my early 20s. And I was like the first time, because I always had these radical ideas about people, or at least they seemed radical at the time, where I'm just like, why are you guys so thirsty for these girls? It doesn't make any sense. It's like, it's like, you're not actually hanging out with these girls, but you care to spend as much time as possible in like safe situations, but you let them walk all over you. You let them treat you like crap. You wouldn't let your male counterpart treat you that way. So then I'm just like, what is wrong with you dudes? And so I saw a lot of the thirstiness, and it never made any sense to me until I saw the red pill, and I'm just like, oh, I'm not the only one who's not putting them on a pedestal, you know? And then I was just like, oh, okay. All right, this is cool. And then you realize a lot of things, like women can be just as superficial as men are, even though they try to pretend that they're not. And then you realize like everything in life is lying to you. even beyond the sexual strategy stuff, like everything. Your parents tell you you have to jump through all these hoops. Society's telling you you have to do all these things in a certain way. Even women want you to behave a certain way that's more submissive and everything. And then you realize, like, I don't have to live that way. I can live my life on my terms. And then you just go do it. And then it turns out by doing it, people are attracted to you. And then you start getting all these wins in all these different areas of your life. Better job, more women. And then you start realizing what you can get away with too when you're that dude. And you're just like, yo, that'll change your perspective on people for sure. And then you graduate past that after you've gotten enough taste of it. And then finally, then you live life on your own terms. So I've gotten to that point, and a lot of people just don't understand this kind of lifestyle where you're just like, I don't care what people think. I don't. And so it is what it is. I get no, I'm a loser. You just got to work on your life, bro. So first thing is hit the gym, or even just go for a walk, drop some weight first, and then hit the gym. And then once you fix your body, it turns out the mind gets affected by it too. And you start living life on your own. Everyone starts off, some people start off at a better place than others, but you just got to put in the work, and you have to care about just, I mean, since I found like Christ and everything, like all this superficial stuff doesn't matter that much to me anymore. But I understand that's maybe where you are right now. So if you are, start caring about yourself, because no one else is going to care about you. It sucks, but it's true. Like even your parents, as much as they love you, there's going to come to a point where they want you to get your stuff together. And that's just your life. And yeah, it's not going to be the same as your female counterpart. Sucks. But I actually think it's a benefit for you. I think it is, where you actually get to determine how your life ends up. You might have to work harder than everybody else, but who cares? You'll be able to make things happen. There's nothing wrong with that. And I'm kind of proving it out with this whole table moment stuff. Do you know the biggest haters of table moments were my own family? Like people who are a part of this podcast didn't believe in this podcast. Like it's crazy. And now it's like approaching 150,000 followers across platforms. Like it's crazy. And this is only the beginning. And I'm living life on my terms. And now pushing it in the direction of like something righteous. So that's what I'm about. And you can get there too, if you care to. What if you're too obese to walk? I doubt it. Like you'd have to be bedridden essentially your whole life in order for that to be true. Is it bad that I'm 5'2" and 140 pounds? I don't know. I don't know if it's bad or good. What do you feel? I don't know the ratios on that. But yeah, you can make your life as you want it. And then once you deal with the physical, superficial, worldly stuff, then maybe you can also, in the process, try to find God in that. It's not going to be overnight. It wasn't overnight for me either. Like it was a lot of just like headed in that direction, curious about certain things, and then all of a sudden it just hit me one day. And maybe you can have that sort of like validation and confirmation. I hope most people can get that. And then you realize like you look at the world differently. And then you realize there are people out here who live life in a different way beyond. I was thinking about this the other day, like why Christians, if you ever been to a church on Sunday, especially like the non-denominational ones, or at least the ones I've been to, why they're so happy, it's because they're rich in spirit, guys. They're rich in spirit. It's like every Christian is probably richer than Elon in spirit, in spirit. And so it's just like, no wonder they're so happy. It's like, because the stuff of this world doesn't matter. Good night, trucker daddy. Good night. Yeah, like you're not the same person. Okay. You guys have any questions though? Let's see. I'm probably going to do this for another 10 minutes or so. And then Arira, if you want to do a live stream or you want to do a collab, let's do it. And we'll see. You'll introduce me to this whole Habesha community on TikTok, and that, I don't know. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we'll see. I'm willing to roll the dice on it. That's going to be interesting. But and then hello to all the YouTube people. Yeah, if you're watching the replay, I appreciate it. And yeah, we'll see. We'll see how this goes. I don't know what to do with this audience though. That's the thing. It's gonna probably cross 8,000 subscribers tonight. Over the next probably week or two, it's probably gonna cross, I don't know. It would be crazy if it crosses 10,000 subscribers. The craziest thing, here's how monetization works on YouTube. There's two tiers. In fact, they added this new tier on YouTube where there's a lower tier where you have to have 500 subscribers, at least 3 video uploads, and you have to achieve one of the following: at least 3,000 hours, public watch hours in the last 365 days within the last year, or 3 million public shorts views in the last 90 days. Those are the two. That's the first tier of monetization. And when you achieve that on YouTube, you can do memberships, you can do super chats, and you can do shopping. You can add shopping links, but that does not give you access to the big money, which is the AdSense stuff. But the account's going to reach that within the next week or so. So I guess I'll be able to sell products. Cool, I guess. The one most people care about, the real monetization that people are familiar with, is the AdSense stuff where they can actually put ads on your videos. And this one requires 1,000 subscribers and one of the following: either 4,000 public watch hours, so this is for a standard video, or 10 million public shorts views. So basically the 1 minute limit on vertical video, you have to get 10 million. I don't know if the video that's going stupid viral right now on YouTube is going to get that, but if it does, that'd be a crazy way to monetize the YouTube channel. That'd be crazy. So we'll see what happens, but yeah, I don't know. Just because you get one viral video doesn't mean. I have this rule when it comes to social media, and also really when it comes to anything skill based. It's not real until you can hat trick. You have to be able to do it at least 3 times. And so my rule for social media has been like, I don't really know what I'm doing until I can go viral, get over 1 million views on this has been specifically for vertical video. It's not real until you can get 1 million views, at least 1 million views 3 times on vertical video. And so I've been able to do that plenty of times on TikTok, did that a handful of times on Instagram. So I hat tricked both of those. And then now the last one to conquer is YouTube. If I can hit 1 million on at least 2 more vertical videos, then I'll be like, okay, I think I'm onto something here. Till then, my rule is the first time is a fluke, the second time is a coincidence, and the third time is you're onto something maybe. And then even then, I'm never confident about this stuff because I post content. I don't know what's going to do well at it. I don't know. It's just weird. So those have been my rule for social media, but it is what it is. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. I don't know how. I could talk about the social media stuff all day, every day. I've been doing this for like coming up on like I think I'm coming up on 3 years now. I think in June will be 3 years of social media. But the crazy thing is like this is actually short. It normally takes people way longer to do this stuff. So I kind of appreciate how quick the path has been, even though it's been a lot of grinding. I don't mind. It's all learning at this point, and then just refining my skills. And at this point, I kind of want to get into like documentaries, like cinematic style, or at least being able to tell a story about even mundane things. Like the whole Casey Neistat thing, it's starting to make sense to me how he structures his stuff since I've been writing scripts for a lot of the videos that have gone viral for me. But now it's just incorporating some energy into the videos I post. So like getting different angles, showing some activity, or showing rather than telling. So like that $2 bill video that went viral on YouTube, it's just me holding up the $2 bill, talking about it, maybe showing a close-up of something. But it would be interesting if I can incorporate other elements into the video that are like B-roll shots that show instead of me actually having to say the words, and then maybe make it a narrative thing. And it'd be cool to focus specifically on vertical video because I know most people are on their phones now. I think that'd be pretty cool to make. And then also educate and also, I don't know, build relationships with people online. I think that'd be really cool. And I kind of want to elevate the effort, not because a lot of people, they get comfortable. They get a little bit of success on social media, or they get a lot of success, and then they're like, all right, now I can just phone it in essentially. Or they'll do basic stuff like reaction content or other stupid stuff that's just lazy content. And I want to go in the opposite direction. I actually want to put more effort into this stuff, especially like if the social media actually earns money steady, which I've been able to earn a decent amount on TikTok, but I want to funnel all that into like the production and increasing the media projects, the projects I work on, and also the production. Not necessarily having to hire people, but just putting more effort into like these videos. I'm even looking into getting the Meta glasses, the Ray-Ban ones, because they actually record vertical video. So it's kind of perfect for that, and giving a first person point of view, and I could show things outside without necessarily having to carry the big camera or whatever. I think it'd be really cool to actually build and create with you guys and then show you in real time. And then also like all the other stuff, the side projects and side quests I'm working on, and give you guys game. I'm literally just giving it all out there, all out here. It's my position on all this stuff is like, I know the stuff I'm making is valuable and informative. It's up to you or anyone out there to decide whether they see it or not. That's up to you. That's why I'm not picky about like, oh, this video didn't get enough views or that video. And you see a lot of content creators fall into that trap where they're just like, man, you know, they're like suppressing views, whatever. It's like, I don't care, man. Like if your stuff is good enough, or it speaks to people, the human spirit or emotion that people are feeling, or is speaking a truth that we all know that people are usually too afraid to say, but you say it in a way that people can share it, or you can vocalize something that people know to be true but don't have the words to say themselves, then people share it with each other. People share it with each other. And I've noticed this is how Instagram works, for me at least. I guess there's an algorithm, but that hasn't helped me at all. It's people sharing it with each other that's been very useful for me. So I think that's pretty cool. And I think that's the direction I'm going to take this content. Elevate. And then also, obviously, this is a podcast channel, but I kind of want to be the podcast beyond the couch. This is an idea we came up with a few weeks ago, where we don't just talk, we actually create things in the world, which I think would be the differentiator, and something I care to do. Good night, Pink Taco. Good night, Pink Taco. No bad dreams. No bad dreams. But yeah, you guys have anything else? I think I'm gonna call it quits on YouTube and Twitch, and I'll stay here on TikTok. So if you'd like to, they're not here anymore. I'll DM them. Maybe I'll end whatever. But yeah, you guys have any questions? Free game or anything else? Tygo, The Real Earn, Niche, Lawrence, do you guys have any comments or questions? Feel free to put it in the chat. Yeah. Night, keep the bell tight. Okay. That's funny. That's actually funny. But yeah. Good night, man. Enjoy Canada, I guess. As best as you can. Yo, Arira, you ready to go? You ready to come on live? Did they just leave? Oh, no, you're here. Okay, let me end it on Twitch and YouTube. Because the reason why I can't go live... Oh, and I'm going to have to unplug the mic so I can hear you. But like, yeah, the reason why I didn't want to bring you on live now is because the YouTube and Twitch guys. But all right, bye Twitch, bye YouTube. Thanks for watching the replay, anybody who watches it. And welcome to the Table Moments. I know a lot of you guys are new here. Thanks for hitting the sub button. Yeah, more projects coming soon. And yeah, see you guys later. Bye Twitch, bye YouTube. Bye-bye. Let's end that.